Hello and welcome to the ISE YouTube channel. My name is Thomas Wall and I'll be presenting a video to you today which covers the GUI upgrade process from 2.0 to 2.2. Before 2.x, all upgrades were performed via the CLI and required multiple inputs from an administrator to complete. In an effort to make this process more streamlined, we introduced the ability to upgrade via the GUI. With this method, every step is centralized. You'll be able to see each node, the personas running on that node, as well as their current status during the upgrade. If you are planning on upgrading to ISE 2.x and are currently on an older version, please click on the link now to be taken to my other video which walks you through upgrading a multi-node deployment from 1.4 to 2.0. Now I'll access my primary admin node and show you the steps for the GUI upgrade process. And let's navigate Administration, System, Upgrade. When we first access this page, we land on the Overview page, which shows all nodes in the deployment along with the prospective personas. You will also notice there's a status indicator on the far right side. In order to proceed with the upgrade, all nodes must be active. Once you are ready to proceed, click on the Upgrade tab. There are 3 steps for the upgrade process. The first step is to review the pre-upgrade checklist that's on this first page. I highly recommend reading through the options listed here. Each option has a link to either an internal component of the ISE server or an external document. However, I would like to call your attention to what I consider the most important. Please ensure that you have exported all of your system certificates with the local private key pairs. Additionally, please take a configuration backup from your primary admin node and back up your system logs. While we don't expect you to encounter an issue during the upgrade, if we have these items at the ready, in the event of a failure, we can quickly restore the node back to its original state. Lastly, you will need to configure a repository from which to pull the ISE upgrade image. Now I'm going to take this time and step over to show you how to configure the repository. You go to Administration, System Maintenance, Repository, click Add, Repository name, I'm going to name it Upgrade, Protocol, you see the options we have available. I'm going to choose FTP. The server name is the IP address of the server. The path, I'm just going to put in the root. Put in my user credential information. And click Submit. Now that the repository has been set up, I'm going to move back over to the Upgrade menu. So once you've read through this checklist, you can proceed to the next step, which is to download the bundle to all the nodes. But before you can click the Continue button, you must first select the Have reviewed the checklist. Once you have checked this box, you'll notice the Continue button is now clickable. On this page, we are asked to download the upgrade image on all nodes. You have the option to download the image to one node at a time or all nodes at once. You can perform this task before the upgrade window, which will save you time. So once you select the node or nodes you want to download the upgrade bundle to, click the download option on the screen. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Select all the nodes. I'm going to select them all at once. Click download. You see a drop-down box here where you'll select your repository name. You notice there is filtered by ISE upgrade. So when we click this, it's automatically going to filter the repository and only show any upgrade images that are on the box. So if you're upgrading from 2.1 to 2.2, the upgrade bundle is actually only around 4 gigs. However, if you're upgrading from 2.0.x to 2.2, it's actually 9 gigs. So we're going to click on the ISE upgrade to 2.2, and we're going to click Confirm. So this time, it's going to start pulling the file from the repository to the server. Now the status indicator over here will show us the progress as the download continues. So I'm going to pause the video right here and wait for the status to end over at 100%. Once all the images are uploaded to the ISE nodes, we will continue with the video. So we pick back up here after all the images have successfully uploaded to their designated nodes. We can see here under the status that is ready to upgrade for each individual node. So let's go ahead and click Continue. So this last page of the initial setup screen, we have to select the order of operations for the upgrade. Now in the older versions, you had to know which node went first. We take all that out, make this more a streamlined approach. As you can see on the far left side, I have a secondary admin node and the primary monitoring role in this node. From previous upgrades, this is the node you would have had to start with. So we take the guesswork out by not allowing you to select any of the other nodes in sequence number 1. So once we move over the secondary, a box pops up telling us that the secondary admin node will become the primary node in the new deployment. It will be restarted after the monitoring node upgrade is complete. I'm going to say don't show this again, and then click continue. So now we got to select sequence number 2. Sequence number 2 in this equation, if we come back over here on the left side, we can only select the policy nodes. Now you can select to upgrade the policy nodes individually, or you can upgrade them at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them upgrade at the same time. So I'm going to select both of these at once and move it over into sequence number 2. Finally, we're left with the last node, which was the original primary admin node, and it will go into sequence number 3. So as you can see here, we have the sequence 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start with the secondary admin node. We're going to follow through with our PSNs, and finally our last original primary admin node. In addition, it shows you the estimated time it's going to take to complete this upgrade for each individual sequence. Total time here is 660 minutes, roughly 11 hours to do this 4-node deployment. Here it says you cannot make any configuration changes to the admin portal until the upgrade process is complete. Are you sure you want to proceed? And I'm going to say yes, proceed. After we click proceed on the upgrade menu, we're taken back to the sequence view. Here at the sequence view, we can monitor the status of the upgrade until it is complete. As we can see in sequence number 1, the secondary admin node is currently upgrading. It's currently at 5%. Once it reaches 100%, training PSN 1 and 2 will kick off in sequence number 2, followed by sequence 3, which is the original primary admin node. Now, as it was stated when we were going through the upgrade menu, what's going to happen here is the secondary admin node will be deregistered, upgraded to 2.2, and form a new deployment, for which all other upgraded nodes will join. So I'm going to stop the video here at this time, and once the upgrade has proceeded a little further, I will pick back up the video so you can see what it's going to look like. We pick back up in the video after the secondary admin node has successfully upgraded, and now we can see that PSN1 and PSN2 have started their upgrades as well. It's important to know that at no point was I prompted to continue the upgrade for these nodes. It's going to automatically do it as upgrades finish. You'll also notice that the total estimated time is adjusted at the same time. Now we can check on the status of the secondary admin node by going to the other node and going to Administration, Deployment. And as you can see here, the secondary training node is now the primary admin, primary monitoring of the new server. We can check the About, and we see that the version is indeed 2.2. I'm now going to pause the video once again and wait for the PSNs to finish upgrading, and then pick up from there. All right, so we pick back up in the video right after PSN1 and PSN2 have finished upgrading successfully. At that time, the upgrade now goes on to the last node, which is the original primary node. When this happens, you're going to notice that the screen no longer shows the status of the other nodes during the upgrade process because its services are going to stop, restart to follow the upgrade process. So when that happens, you're going to see your screen go into this format where there's no data available under the sequence or node configuration. However, we can go to the new primary admin node that's running on 2.2 to see the next part of the upgrade. So from the new secondary admin node, if you go to Administration, Deployment, we can now see that the secondary admin node, once again, is still the primary admin and primary monitoring. The 2 policy nodes have joined this deployment and are successfully upgraded and in sync. And the original primary admin node from the 2.0 deployment is now joined to the 2.2 deployment and is in the process of upgrading. Once the node status is in sync, I'll pick up from this video and show you the last few steps of the ISE 2.2 upgrade. We pick back up in the video after the original primary admin node has been upgraded successfully. So now let's go over to the secondary admin node and look at the deployment. Administration, Deployment. As we can see here, the original primary node has been successfully upgraded. It's still in the secondary admin role in this new deployment and secondary monitoring, but it is in sync with the rest of the deployment. So the last step of the upgrade process is to put the roles back to the way they were. And for that, we need to log into the original training primary and promote it back to primary. So now that we're in the primary admin node, from the original 2.0 deployment, we're going to go to Administration, Deployment. We can see here it is part of the deployment, but it is currently in the secondary role for both administration and monitoring. We're going to leave monitoring in the secondary role, but we're going to click Promote to Primary to move Training Primary back to the primary role of our deployment. An indicator box will drop down from the top of your web browser indicating both services will restart on the primary nodes. We want to click OK. At this time, the services will restart, and when this node comes back up, it will be the original primary admin node running 2.2 in control of the full deployment. So we pick back up in this video after the primary admin node has restarted. So let's log in and see the results. Go to Administration, Deployment. So as you can see here, the training primary node has been successfully promoted back to its original primary role, and is showing as a secondary monitoring role, just like before the upgrade. All nodes at this time are upgraded to 2.2 and in sync. If you encounter a problem during the upgrade, please refer back to the ISE 2.2 upgrade guide, which has some troubleshooting steps mixed in. If you still have problems after reading through the guide, please reach out to us at communities.cisco.com, which is linked below in the description. Thank you for watching the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more videos like this in the future, please click subscribe. Otherwise, please have a great day. Thank you.